Old money culture refers to a social and financial system built on generational wealth, where assets, influence, and opportunities are passed down rather than newly created. Unlike new money, which is earned within a single lifetime, old money is often quiet, stable, and deeply embedded in long-term family structures. In 2026, understanding this culture helps explain why wealth tends to concentrate across generations and how financial systems, education, and networks quietly reinforce it. In this video, we'll break down what old money culture really is and the social systems that keep generational wealth alive. Old money culture refers to a social and behavioral system associated with families who have maintained wealth across multiple generations. Unlike new money, where wealth is recently acquired, old money is defined less by how much money someone has and more by how that wealth is managed, preserved, and socially integrated over time. The core idea: wealth that outlives the individual. At the center of old money culture is continuity. Wealth is not treated as something to be spent within a single lifetime, but as an asset to be passed down, protected, and gradually strengthened over decades or even centuries. This creates a different mindset compared to typical income-based thinking. Instead of focusing on how much can I earn, the focus becomes how do I ensure this wealth survives my children and grandchildren. Because of this, decisions are rarely emotional or short-term. They are strategic, conservative, and deeply structured around longevity. Generational discipline over sudden wealth. Old money families usually build their stability through disciplined financial systems rather than rapid wealth accumulation. Their wealth often comes from businesses, land ownership, investments, or long-standing financial structures that grow steadily rather than explosively. A key difference is that new wealth often expands quickly, but can also collapse quickly due to lack of structure. Old money, in contrast, grows slowly, but is designed to survive economic cycles, crises, and generational changes. This stability is not accidental. It is the result of strict financial discipline passed down through family systems. Education as a cultural asset. In old money culture, education is not just about earning potential. It is about shaping behavior, judgment, and social awareness. Families often prioritize elite education, not only for academic achievement, but also for exposure to networks, etiquette, and long-term thinking. The goal is to create individuals who understand how to preserve and manage wealth responsibly. This includes financial literacy, historical awareness, and cultural understanding. The emphasis is not on quick success, but on becoming capable stewards of long-term assets. The value of discretion and privacy. One of the most defining traits of old money culture is discretion. Wealth is not displayed aggressively or used for attention. Instead, it is often kept private, understated, and socially subtle. This behavior is rooted in long-term protection. Public exposure of wealth can attract unnecessary risks, social pressure, and financial exploitation. Because of this, old money individuals often prefer quiet confidence over visible status symbols. The focus is on stability rather than recognition. Asset preservation over consumption. Old money culture prioritizes preservation of assets rather than consumption of income. Money is typically directed toward investments, land, businesses, or long-term holdings rather than luxury consumption. Even when luxury is present, it is often understated and not used as a primary identity marker. The goal is not to showcase wealth, but to ensure that wealth continues growing and remains protected. This creates a financial system where capital is rarely wasted and is continuously reinvested into stable structures. Long-term thinking as a lifestyle. Perhaps the most important psychological trait of old money culture is long-term thinking. Decisions are made not based on immediate reward, but on how they will affect the family or system decades later. This affects everything from career choices to investments to social behavior. Patience becomes a default operating principle. While many people think in terms of months or years, old money thinking often spans generations. This long horizon is what allows wealth to compound and remain stable over time. Social networks and legacy connections. Old money culture also involves carefully maintained social networks. Relationships are often long-standing and built across generations rather than formed quickly. These networks provide stability, opportunities, and influence without the need for constant visibility or self-promotion. However, the emphasis is not on networking for gain alone. It is about maintaining trust, reputation, and long-term social continuity. Wealth as responsibility, not just freedom. In old money systems, wealth is not viewed purely as personal freedom. It is also seen as responsibility. Individuals are expected to maintain the reputation, assets, and stability of the family system. This creates a different psychological relationship with money. Instead of using wealth for maximum personal expression, it is managed with caution and accountability. This sense of responsibility is one of the main reasons generational wealth can survive for long periods. New money versus old money mindset. New money often focuses on rapid growth, visible success, and lifestyle expansion. Old money focuses on stability, discretion, and continuity. Neither approach is inherently better, but they operate under different rules. New money is dynamic and fast-moving. Old money is structured and conservative. Over time, many successful families transition from new wealth to old money systems by adopting preservation-focused strategies. Old money culture is not just about having wealth, it is about maintaining and protecting it across generations. It is a system built on discipline, education, discretion, and long-term thinking. The real foundation of generational wealth is not income, but structure, not speed, but stability, not display, but preservation. In essence, old money culture represents a mindset where wealth is treated not as a personal achievement alone, but as a long-term legacy that must be carefully managed and passed forward. Old money culture is not just about having wealth, it's about preserving it through discipline, education, and long-term thinking across generations. While most people focus on earning money, old money systems focus on protecting and growing it over time. The key lesson is that wealth is not only created, it is structured and sustained. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep content on wealth, society, and financial systems. Comment below what surprised you the most about generational wealth.